Ted Cruz has just announced his bid for the 2016 presidential election, and in this video we're going to tell you how this self-described outsider is really a flip-flopping, warmongering establishment neocon in hiding, and why you shouldn't vote for him in 2016. To start off his presidential announcement, it couldn't go any worse because he charged students with punishment and disciplinary actions and a $10 fine if they did not attend his presidential announcement. Now, those are the little details, but when it comes to foreign policy, Ted Cruz likes to describe himself somewhere between John McCain and Rand Paul. He even got the endorsement of Ron Paul in 2012 for the Senate. He described himself as a constitutionalist, as a conservative. He's banking on libertarian and Tea Party support, and his lingo and his language is pretty good on face value. But if you look at the 3 years that he was in the Senate, he's a pure neocon warhawk. He tried to actually pass a resolution that would give Barack Obama the power to strip Americans accused of terrorism to get stripped of their citizenship without due process of law. Mr. Ted Cruz wanted Barack Obama to have the power to accuse anyone of terrorism and then deny their citizenship without due process. Now, who does the U.S. government consider potential terrorists? If you look at some of the military documents that have been leaked, some of them that have been made public, you are a supposed domestic terrorist if you use social media or you question mainstream ideologies. If you're a patriot, if you're anti-immigrant, anti-Muslim, if you're a part of the patriot movement, pretty much all of Ted Cruz's base would have been deported if this resolution that he proposed would have been passed. Ted Cruz also, when it comes to the people he backs, he isolates a lot of people when he knowingly wants people like the neocon Joe Lieberman for defense secretary. His plan on defeating ISIS is simply just bombing ISIS and bombing Iran at the same time. This is Ted Cruz's plan. Just bomb the crap out of them. Forget about entanglements. We're just going to bomb the crap out of them. I guess Ted Cruz forgot that Iran is actually fighting ISIS and finding U.S. military weapons and heavy artillery when they do make headway against this terrorist organization. But Ted Cruz says, no, we're just going to bomb ISIS. We're going to bomb Iran if we have to. His policies are 100% hawkish. His resolutions that he tried to get passed are totally violating the rule of law and the Constitution in many ways, shape, or form. And then you look at his wife, Heidi Cruz, who, of course, he's going to rally against crony capitalism, but his wife is the vice president of the Houston, Texas Goldman Sachs chapter. She was the economic advisor to Bush in 2011, and as we can see by Bush's economic policies, they sucked and were horrible. She's described as an expert in NAFTA, which is the #1 destructive government action against the American worker in American history. And if that doesn't beat it, she's also a member of the Council on Foreign Relations, the most prominent influential group when it comes to American foreign policy. This shadowy secret group was described as a pernicious nest of snakes that is working to undermine our sovereignty. And who said this? Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz said this about the Council on Foreign Relations, which Heidi Cruz is a part of. Heidi Cruz is a part of the establishment working for Goldman Sachs, working for the old Bush administration, working for the Council on Foreign Relations. Something that Ted Cruz, described in other speeches as a pit of vipers. So there's so many contradictions here. We have Ted Cruz portraying himself as this great freedom, constitution, change member that's going to radically change the way we live, that we should vote for him in 2016. When in reality, he is the same old power-broking corporate government elite establishment candidate like everyone else. And that's why you shouldn't vote for Ted Cruz in any way, shape, or form. Every 8 years they dangle somebody that's completely different from a different political party that promises all these changes. But just like Barack Obama after George W. Bush, we saw the same corporate, war hawkish, military-industrial complex policies continue no matter what, with bankers being able to get away and do everything and anything that they wanted. It's all a globalist game, and Ted Cruz is a part of it. So don't be fooled. Vote nobody 2016. Make that a hashtag. Hashtag vote nobody 2016. Thank you again so much for watching. If you found this video helpful about Ted Cruz as a presidential candidate, click the like button and don't forget to subscribe. We're going to go through all the presidential candidates as they list their announcement for the 2016 presidential candidates so you can get a full spectrum view of how corrupt this whole system is.